Hi, I'm Max Edison, and this is Gimme-A-Minute in Defender College and Pro Sports.
The Texas Intrastate Football Rivalry resumes this Sunday night as the Houston Texans host the visitors from the north, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Texans come into the game with a 1-3 record after winning their first game last weekend against the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have a 2-2 record. It'll be a game pitting two of the hottest young quarterbacks in the NFL. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and of course for the Texans, Deshaun Watson. Also one of the toughest, hardest running backs that can do everything in Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, against the stalwarts on defense for the Texans, J.J. Watt, and the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Jadeveon Clowney. It should be a classic matchup. How about those, you fill in the blank? Maybe you haven't noticed with the Astros getting ready for playoff competition, but the Houston Rockets have begun training camp and have started to play preseason games. Now, all of the familiar faces are back for the Rockets: Clint Capella, Chris Paul, PJ Tucker, Gerald Green, and of course the MVP James Harden. But there's some new faces: Carmelo Anthony, Michael Carter-Williams, James Ennis, and Marquise Chris, just to name a few. The Rockets' goal for this season is simple: nothing short of the NBA Finals. Only time will tell if they can reach that lofty goal, but looks like they've got the personnel to make things happen. A lot of NFL fans had jumped on the Tampa Bay Bucks bandwagon because of the play of backup quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, Fitzpatrick had been elevated to the starter's role because starter Jameis Winston was serving a 3-game suspension. But for all you guys who thought that Ryan Fitzpatrick was the man, go sit down. Pump your brakes. Now, I know Fitzy looked good in the first 3 games because he threw for over 400 yards in passing. But since then, not so good. The Bucs started fast, winning their first 2 games, but they've been a disaster in their last 2. And now, head coach Dirk Cutter has gone back to old reliable Jameis Winston. If you thought Ryan Fitzpatrick was magic, you really need to sit down. We've seen his act in Buffalo, Houston, New York, and now Tampa. He's never the long-term solution. He's always a nice bandage. So get it together. If you're pulling for the Bucs, pull for Jameis Winston. Hopefully he can have a good year, get that big contract, and save his head coach's job.
This has been Gimme-A-Minute in Defender Sports. Make sure you like, share, and comment, plus follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you guys next week.